Thyroid diseases can affect anyone, but some of us are way more likely to be affected than others. Women are at a higher risk of thyroid problems than men and conditions affecting the thyroid gland. So why is this? Why do women have so many more issues with their thyroid? Approximately 1 in 8 women will be affected by a thyroid condition at some point in their lives. The risk for women is about 10 times higher than men. So one reason for this is that thyroid conditions can be triggered by autoimmune responses, which happens when the body's immune system starts to attack our own cells. We kind of don't understand why this happens a lot more in women, but we do know that it is more prevalent in women. So another reason for the prevalence of thyroid disorders in women is that there's an interplay between our hormones and our thyroid gland. And we have these fluctuating hormones through our menstrual cycle, our lives, whatever. So thyroid problems can happen really at any time, but they're especially common after menopause when our hormones levels kind of stop dropping. So some women may confuse symptoms of thyroid disorders with menopausal symptoms, which you could be seeking treatment for menopause and it's your thyroid, and vice versa. You could be seeking treatment for your thyroid and it's menopause symptoms. So I'm Lindsay Van Schleich, women's health nurse practitioner and functional health nurse practitioner. And today we're going to talk about 7 early signs of thyroid conditions. So those 7 early warning signs are going to be fatigue, weight gain, weight loss, a slowed heart rate, an increased heart rate, sensitivity to heat, sensitivity to cold. So a lot of times thyroid issues can be difficult to diagnose on their own, and that's because they can be mistaken for a lot of different health issues such as menopause, cognitive problems, and so on. So these early warning signs should be an indicator that you maybe should get your thyroid level checked. So fatigue, let's dig into that one. Fatigue and tired, those can be interchanged a lot, but fatigue is experienced a lot when people have a hypothyroid. And thyroid disorders are significantly different than just being fatigued. While feeling tired can be often fixed with a good night's sleep, it's not enough to cure fatigue caused by thyroid disorders. So middle-aged women are really prone to this because fatigue is also a common side effect of menopause. However, fatigue, if it doesn't get resolved by taking hormone replacement therapy, could be an underlying condition of thyroid disorders. Weight gain. This is probably the one that we hear the most when it comes to thyroid disorders. So your thyroid plays a really important role in your weight. It regulates your metabolism. So if you have problems with your weight, it could be because your thyroid isn't working properly, which could in return cause some weight gain. So one of the easiest ways to kind of see if your thyroid is working or not working is to look at your BMR. So it's a pretty extensive test, and your metabolism assessed by measuring how much your body uses oxygen over a certain period of time. In this case, a low BMR score would indicate hypothyroidism. Now, this isn't something that you can just go do. It's something that you have to find probably a bigger city to do. And so it's probably something that you're maybe not apt to do, but it is an option. And for most people, hypothyroidism will result in some weight gain that can go unnoticed. If you have severe hypothyroidism, it can cause dramatic weight gain with like an additional 5 to 10 pounds. And it's not always due to gaining more fat. A lot of times it's due to just retaining water and salt in your body. On the opposite end, thyroid conditions can cause weight loss. So if you have a hyperactive thyroid, then you're going to lose weight. So similarly to a hypoactive, your weight loss can depend on the severity of your condition. A lot of times, people with hyperactive thyroid have an increased appetite and they just kind of can't keep up with their metabolism. So it's really not as common as hypo, but it is a condition that you should be aware of. Another early sign is a slowed heart rate. So your thyroid is really important for your cardiac health. So if you're having hypothyroidism, there isn't a sufficient amount of thyroid hormone going throughout your body, which can lead to a slower heart rate. So it can affect more than just your heart rate. Over time, insufficient thyroid hormones can cause your arteries to lose elasticity, which can result in high blood pressure due to it taking more time to your blood to go throughout your veins. So high cholesterol levels can also kind of occur with hypothyroidism. On the opposite end, hyperthyroidism is going to cause that increased heart rate. So you can also develop high blood pressure with it. You can experience chest pains, angina, all of those types of things that are kind of happen when your arteries and blood flow just aren't working properly. Another sign is sensitivity to heat. This is more often a symptom of a hyper overactive thyroid. So, as we mentioned with hyper, you can have weight loss, and that's due to just your thyroid producing too much thyroid hormone going throughout your body. But also, you can be sensitive to heat and not just have a heat intolerance, but just be really sensitive to heat. And that you may experience abnormal sweating, anxiety, stuff like that. On the opposite end of the spectrum, you could be sensitive to cold. So people with hypothyroidism often experience cold hands, cold feet. This can even occur in rooms where everyone else feels hot. And it's because there's not enough thyroxine circulating through your body, causing your metabolism to slow down. And it definitely impedes your body's ability to create energy that's going to keep you warm, resulting in just being really sensitive to cold temperatures. So thyroid disorders can affect you in various ways. It can affect you, you can have too much, you can have too little. It can affect your energy levels, your weight, your heart rate, all of those types of things. One thing that can really be beneficial in helping your thyroid is paying attention to your gut. So we've talked about gut a lot, and your thyroid hormone, just like all your other hormones, stimulate from your gut. So if you're not having a good, healthy gut, you're probably going to be a lot more prone to thyroid disorders. Another thing that's really important for your thyroid is vitamin A, and a lot of people lack vitamin A in their diet. So make sure that you're getting like sweet potatoes and carrots and those red veggies and fruits and all those types of things in your diet to kind of help with that vitamin A. So thyroid disorders are really common and they get mixed up with menopause symptoms a lot. A lot of times though, there's something that can be fixed with nutrition and gut health and all of those types of things. And a lot of times I hear patients say, well, I can't lose weight because I have a thyroid disorder. And that's not the case. You can lose weight with having thyroid disorder. It just might be a little bit harder and you might have to clean up your diet just a little bit more. So I've worked with hundreds of women that have thyroid conditions that are still super healthy and able to lose weight if we can fix their gut health, some vitamin deficiencies, and all of those types of things. So if you want to learn more about your thyroid, your gut health, hormone issues, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel.